Hey, all you basketball players out there, you basketball parents, you basketball coaches. Today is for all of you because Christmas is in a few days. So it put me in a really giving mood, and I wanted to give each of you a really powerful gift. So in today's episode, I'm going to share an exercise that's going to give you complete clarity on a vision for not just this season, but your basketball career and even your life. Let's jump in and discuss. Welcome back to Hard Smart Together. I'm Coach Dave. I'm here every week to help basketball players become the smart, confident players that coaches love. So as I mentioned, we're a few days away from Christmas. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everyone. And got me thinking about what is the most powerful gift that I could give each person watching today or tuning in today. And as I mentioned, this is not just for basketball players. It can be for any type of athlete out there. It can be for, parents of athletes, coaches, anyone really. And I wanted to give everyone this gift. So if you're watching, thanks for joining me today. And it's going to be a really powerful gift. I wanted to ask you though, have you ever had self-doubt creep in about the road you were on, the direction you were headed, whether you're spending your time and energy on the right things, if you're working on the right things, just kind of the direction of whether it's your basketball career or your basketball season or, school or your life. Have you just ever had that self-doubt? We've all had that self-doubt creep in of where am I going, right? What's the destination here? And we talk a lot on this channel about building confidence, building that stable, unshakable confidence. And in order to be confident as a basketball player or really as anyone, you need to know where you're going. You have to have a specific vision for where you're going. So today I'm going to share an exercise that's going to help you really get specific about a vision for yourself that's specific to you. Before I jump into that exercise, I just want to give you a second gift. It's the Christmas season. I'm in the giving mood. And you've heard me talk about this before. It's a download of the 8 intangible skills that coaches love to see in basketball players. Okay? These are skills that you can use on the court and off the court to really stand out to coaches, fans, parents, everyone. Okay? So I'll put a link below that you can download these 8 intangible skills. You can also just go to hardsmarttogether.com/intangibles. So that's the second gift. But let's get back to this really powerful exercise that I wanted to share with you today. Now, this is an exercise that I picked up a couple of years ago. And when I am working one-on-one with a player or an athlete, this is an exercise that early on we typically go through. Okay? And so, like I mentioned, it will give you complete clarity on a direction. And if you don't have clarity, if you don't have vision for where your life is going, there's a void there. And people, the world we live in, whether it's family members or coaches or teammates, if you don't have a vision for where you're going, people will kind of see that void and they will fill your life with their vision that they see for you. So what I want you to do is have a vision for yourself, okay, that is specific to you. And you hear me talk a lot about a journal. When I work one-on-one with players as well, we have what we call a player's journal, okay? If you don't have a journal today, that's okay. You can start one really easily, and this is a great exercise to put as your first entry into the journal. If you already have a journal, that's great. This is an exercise to, great journal exercise to enter into your journal. So what I call this exercise is the best 3 years of your life exercise. Okay? And so let me just give you the scenario. It is 3 years from now, 3 years in the future, and you and I run into each other after not seeing each other over the last 3 years. We run into each other on the street, we bump into each other in a gym, doesn't really matter, wherever we bump into each other. Okay? I say, oh, it's great to see you. Haven't seen you in 3 years. How have you been? And you say to me, Coach Dave, the last 3 years have been the best 3 years of my life. And I'm like, that is awesome. That is really exciting. I want to hear more about that. Let's go grab a coffee, sit down, and I want to hear all about that. Okay? And so we go and we sit down and have a coffee, and you start to tell me about the last 3 years of your life and what has made it the best 3 years of your life. What has made it the best 3 years of your life, maybe from a basketball perspective, maybe from a school perspective, maybe from a family perspective, career, it doesn't matter. It covers all aspects. But I want you to, in your journal, kind of think ahead. 3 years from now, if you were to reflect back, what would make that statement true? These have been the best 3 years of my life. And that's why it's very specific to you. And there's a reason that we do it 3 years in the future. Because imagine what you can accomplish over a 36-month period. Right? You can accomplish a lot. We don't make it a year, because a year, maybe a little bit too short of a period of time. We don't make it 10 years. That's too far to think out there, right? To imagine. But 3 years is a perfect amount of time for you can really picture where you're going to be in 3 years. If you're a freshman in high school, where do you see yourself as a senior in high school? If you're a senior in high school, where do you see yourself in college? If you're in college, maybe outside of school, where do you see yourself in a career? And like I said, it can be anything that's specific to you. This can cover, family, friends, your faith, your athletic career, your actual career. That's why I said this is a gift for not just the players out there. This is a gift for parents. This is a gift for coaches. This is an exercise that we can all do. I do this exercise, and it is amazing when you get complete clarity about not someone else's vision for your life, but your vision for where you want to be, what road you want to be on. And then once you have that clarity and you can specifically spell out what made those 3 years so great, then you know exactly what to work on. You know exactly what to do, whether it's your basketball career or outside of your basketball career. So it's a really powerful exercise. It's a powerful question. But again, the question is simply, if you imagine that 3-year future place that we're talking about, what would make that statement true for you? What would make the statement true? These have been the best 3 years of my life. That's my gift for you this Christmas season, this holiday season. As always, I love the likes. If this is something that you find powerful, would love to see a comment below. Would love to hear from you in a comment below. And until next week, remember to play hard, play smart, play together, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.